Hello everyone, I am your lovely host Innocent and welcome back to another Talky Talk video. Today's topic is yet again about art. You see, it came to my attention earlier today that I've been teaching myself about art and how to art for over 10 years now. Okay, sure, I haven't been sitting down every single day and studying my ass off, but that's not how learning works for me, so. Just recently, I dived into learning how to use Blender, both for 3D modeling and animation. For learning how the program works, the hotkeys and the basics of modeling a thing, I looked up a guide and followed it on YouTube by Blender Guru. I made some donuts. In total, it took me 2 days to build those donuts from start to finish. Then, looking up how to animate took another day in itself, and I made this as a result. And I'm not even done with it yet. What I'm trying to say is that teaching yourself to do something takes a lot of time. The beginning is always going to be rough, and it's going to be a lot worse when you look back on it come a few years. Each artist, in any type of art, will look at other works of art and go, I can do that. How hard can it be? But when they see their attempt next to what they were inspired by, most responses will be heartbreaking. That's why most people quit doing art. They see what they make next to thousands of other people and they just say to themselves, what's the point? The point is rather simple, actually. It's that you're missing it entirely. The whole point of art isn't to compete with one another to see who's better. It's to improve your talent and convey a message or feeling to whoever views your work. Sure, friendly competition can be great, but it's not wise to hold your work below or above other artists around you. No one is truly worse or better than you. Think of your artistic journey as a racetrack, much like one for NASCAR. There's only one line marking the start and end of the race. Everyone started from the same point, but everyone is at a different point on the track in time. Hell, some people are even on their 8th loop around right now. Today, you could find yourself on your 4th loop around the track. To your right, you can see someone who has been here for years, and they're in the triple digits when it comes to how many times they've been around the block. Yet, to your left, you can see someone who just got to the track and is scared of crashing into anything. Beyond them, you can see another person who just started as well, but they already have a sponsor and came from another racetrack and seems like a dick. But that doesn't matter. We all start somewhere. We have to learn. We were all once scared about crashing and burning out. Hell, most of us have already crashed and burned out multiple times. What matters is focusing on the path ahead and making sure you can survive. Not the others around you, because in reality, they're all more focused on themselves than anything else, really. Okay, it's come to my attention that I use really weird metaphors in videos when I'm talking about things I'm passionate about. Oops. Either way, what I wanted to talk about today was that you should look back on what you've done and accomplished over the years. The stuff that you first made is probably cringy, but you made it, and that's what matters most. So, when looking at art online, if you think something looks really bad or cringy, take a moment to look at any of the other art they've posted. Have they just started out? Was what you just looked at the first thing they've ever posted? Rather than making some compilation video of the cringiest things that you found on the internet, or telling them that their piece sucks, why not give them actual constructive criticism? For example, let's look at the first thing that I ever posted on DeviantArt back in May of 2008. Okay, it's still cringy to look back on it, but anyway, let's continue. To my younger self, I would 1. Recommend not using lined paper to draw on, especially if you're posting it online for the world to see. And that goes to anybody, really. Lined paper is good for starting out, and if you really have a doodle that you want to get out and that's the only thing you have to draw on. But if you're going to post it online, I recommend, putting up a light box and tracing it onto some nicer paper. Lined paper just doesn't look good. The other thing I would recommend would be to not copy the anime that you're watching and make something original. Now, I remember not copying this line for line, like, Lightbox style, but I do remember sitting there and trying to copy how it looked exactly, and putting my sheet of paper up next to it and seeing if I got it right. Again, not a terrible start, but not a good start either. Hell, looking back on any of my early deviations, you can see that I had nothing original up there at all. That was because I wasn't proud of what I could do on my own, and I wasn't developing my style at all. That was 9 years ago! And I've been drawing for well over 10 years. Most of the stuff I had from before I started posting on DeviantArt is lost, and I can't show it to you guys, and it makes me sad. Because those points in time when I did original things, I didn't think about saving them. I just saw that I hated them and threw them away, and that's terrible. Please, never do that. If you want to continue art and do things that you love, and if art is one of those things you love, please save your old, really bad artwork. You're going to want to see it one day because you're going to look at it and you're going to reminisce in the time when everything was much more simple. Where you didn't have to think about anatomy, where you didn't have to think about color theory. My point is, we all start from somewhere. So when you see other people starting out, don't be a bully. Help them continue their journey. And hey, if you're starting out, don't compare your art to anyone else's. It's a bad habit and will hurt you in the long run. No. This isn't a whole never look at anyone's art but your own type of deal. No, it's more like not looking at your art than looking at someone else's and going, mine will never be this good. Your art is great. You made something. You took an idea that only you can see in your mind and let the world see it. That's amazing. Sure, your anatomy might not be right, or the colors may look a little wonky, but that's okay. If you can see that in your own art, that means you're already improving. Oh, I'm getting way too pumped over this. Okay, let's wrap this up then. Thank you all for watching. I hope you had a wonderful time, and I hope to see you all so very soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.